Ta-da! Hello, hello. Thank you for watching. All right, I talked about President Carter on Facebook Live last night, and I just published a new post, and I said I was going to follow up with some other resources on Periscope today, so I am doing that. Let me turn this around. I'm getting started. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. One more sign that I need a new iPhone. I need the 7. I am Andrea Reynolds. I am a former classroom teacher turned full-time social studies whisperer. I am passionate about making history hip, and I am passionate about helping teachers do that and helping homeschool families do that too. And I create digital products to do that. I blog about it. I talk about it. I believe in connecting the past to the present. I believe that all children should feel included in instruction. And I also believe in maximizing educational time by integrating literacy, because you get more bang for your buck that way. So I published a blog post last night in honor of President Jimmy Carter because it was his 92nd birthday this weekend. And actually there are some pictures of him last night at the final game at Turner Field in Atlanta. I am a native Atlantan, so all things Atlanta interest me. I won't even get into how I'm sad about Turner Field closing. But let me show you my blog post real quick about that, and then I want to show you something that is going to really be like the best thing ever for primary sources and for social studies. And I know I say that about, I have a lot of sites that are the best thing ever for social studies because that's what I love to do, find social studies sites. Okay, let me turn this around. Okay, so, and I'm trying to use my little rigged up tripod, so I might have to break up with it. Okay, so last night I published this post about President Carter, and I gave a lot of resources specifically about him. Oh my goodness, I need an iPhone 7, the end, but we're not talking about that right now. And he is one of the few presidents who is still alive, so I think it's definitely important to pay homage, that's not the right word, pay tribute to him. Goodness gracious. Okay, so last night on Facebook Live, I did a post and a video about him and more about just specifically President Carter. And you can find that on my Social Studies Whisperer page, or you can find that in my Social Studies Salute group. If you're not in this group, get in here because there are so many good ideas shared daily and questions asked and people are being helped, and so get in there. I'd love to have you. Okay, so one of the posts I have, an old post I have, is 6 seriously sensational sites. I'm a fan of alliteration, okay? So one thing you'll notice about my site is some of it looks like a hot mess right now because a lot of it says Running Things with Reynolds. That's my old website name and my old like Teachers Pay Teachers store name. So I'm in the process of changing over all of these graphics, and it's going to take forever. So if you ever see Running Things with Reynolds, that is me as well. I'm still Reynolds. So if you want to find this, specific post, because it's an older post, just search in the search bar, just type in social studies websites and you'll find a bunch. Okay, all right, so let's go down to the bottom and let's go to the National Archives. I've talked about iCivics before. National Archives right here. Boom. Okay, I'm sure you've heard of the National Archives. You've probably seen the movie National Treasure, or maybe you visited it in Washington, D.C. Well, there are a bazillion awesome resources right up here. Okay, so those are the colorful ones that catch your eye, right? They also have an app, and also like Docs Teach is part of them too, but I'll talk about that another time. So if you scroll down to the bottom, okay, if you scroll down to the bottom, you will find something that I did not know was here until I went to a workshop a few years ago. Okay, go to, okay, my little tripod idea, presidential libraries. Boom. I talked about the Carter Library in my Carter post. This is going to be something that you are going to flip out about because I did. Well, I'm a nerd. You might not. So several of the presidents have libraries online, and they do not just contain like stuff about their like their term and things that happen in their term. This one is my favorite because I'm obsessed with World War II. You can do an interactive timeline. That is the coolest thing on the face of the planet, and I talked about that in that blog post. And you can learn all kinds of, you can do a daily, like hour by hour look into exactly what President Roosevelt was doing every day of his presidency right here. It is the coolest thing on the planet. Like, I could look at this all day, and you could kind of see exactly, like, they took his secretary's notes and like inputted them into timeline format. And you can go, I like going on like D-Day to kind of see like the progression of events and how we ended up declaring war. It's really, really cool. So you'll see a lot of like doctor's visits and stuff like that too. So that is one cool feature of this. There's stuff for all ages on here. And there's like oh my gosh, I'm trying to talk too fast. Biographical stuff about the president and first ladies on here too. And then there's like all kinds of stuff. Of course, if you're a homeschooling parent and you just ignore anything that says teacher, you are a teacher, so you could go to anything that says educator. Okay, so that one is really awesome. The FDR library. And then you go back to the National Archives. It's just easier that way. And then there are so many primary source documents. That is a huge part of social studies these days is the primary source documents. And you'll even find stuff here, even though, he's not a very well-loved president because of his exit from office, there are still great resources here. So check out all of these resources. Check them all out and you will find different primary sources. When I say primary sources, I mean documents like letters, photos, paintings, diary entries, newspaper articles, recipes, anything from the time period, because that's the way that kids are going to learn history best, is by actually like examining documents from the time period, because that's how you get your best information from someone who lived during the time. So that a primary is like your first place to go. You want to get an actual artifact or something from the time period to get the most accurate information, because me talking to you about World War II is not going to be as effective as reading someone's diary entry who actually lived through World War II, right? So there are lots of things you can do with primary source documents. I use them for lesson hooks, like at the beginning, especially if it's a picture. I have kids just look at it and say, what do you write like what they think is going on in the picture, and then or like analyze the 4 quadrants. And that's one of the lesson hooks I do. And if you sign up for my mailing list, I send you my free like cheat sheet for all the lesson hooks I really like. So make sure you look for that on my website, and it's at the very top. So like I said, check out these presidential library sites and let me know what kind of treasures you find. That's about it. I just wanted to make you aware because I just learned about them like about 2 or 3 years ago, and I wish I would have learned about them sooner. So once again, let me put you back on my. So at the top, it tells you this is how you sign up for a mailing list. To get that is that bit.ly link, or just on the side. Also, one other thing, I am pimping out my YouTube channel. I am like going back and labeling things and adding descriptions. So you're going to find a whole bunch of old, good like social studies related, or I like to play life coach on Periscope sometimes, like inspirational stuff, or even like graphic design kind of stuff. So check out that. That is my link straight to my YouTube channel. So I'm really trying to do a better job of that. Okay, so there's that. So once again, that was just a link from the National Archives site. You start there, And if you want to you can check that out on my website, or you can just search for National Archives and follow their Facebook page and follow them on other social media platforms, because they share a whole bunch of awesome stuff. So thank you for watching, and if there is any kind of specific topic you need help with in social studies, please let me know. I love to make social studies creative. I don't like using textbooks. I don't like using workbooks, and so I can help you come up with a way to make it more engaging for learners. Thank you for watching, and let's put it back on this thumbnail. And like I said, let me know if, I'm the Social Studies Whisperer most everywhere except Twitter. I'm Run It Runnels, but the Social Studies Whisperer, you can get a hold of me easily by searching for that. Thank you for watching. And there you go. There's a thumbnail that's better than just my face. Oh, come on now. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. Did you know you can start a Periscope broadcast from the front-facing camera now? Did you? You can. Just tap it twice. I don't want to do that, but you can, because I like playing around with pretty images. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.